That was loud. Anyways, bringing you some Borderlands, the pre-sequel gameplay. Just been loving it so far. Got my Athena at level 50, so that's pretty good. Oh damn. It's one of the things you gotta love and hate about it. It's great having it be 3D and all that, you know, and what dimensions you can run in with the Oz kits, but man, I've jumped off of things so many times. I'm surprised I have any money left. But anyways, it's been a lot of fun so far. Just been farming the last boss. I heard a little rumor that you can't actually get any legendaries off him, so I've just been going for it. Killed him probably 10 or 15 times, haven't gotten anything yet. Have a couple other gameplays of doing it solo, but just thought I'd bring you another attempt at it. I'm gonna do another playthrough soon and actually record that because I just jumped into it and wanted to get everything done. Loved it so far. Great game. You know, I'll bring my kind of views into it, but just, you know, one of them is the last boss is kind of broken in the fact that it's just easy. And it might not be the boss, it just might be the guns that you get along the way, because I'll show you, you only need 2 guns to do this, just the Thorny Old Rosie, which you get for completing the game the second time, and the Miss Moxie's Vibra Pulse, which you get for, I think, doing like halfway through, I forget where. But I'll show you a glitch, how to get this up to level 50, which I haven't seen it so far, so maybe I'm the first one to discover it, I don't know. But it's pretty cool, and it works every time, so it's good if you just want to grind stuff. You get a lot of free things to grind, so you can just work on that doing this. But yeah, so I'll show you. Yeah, so you'll see my build after this for Athena, and it's nothing special. I haven't respected all for boss killing. I just kind of put stuff into it along the way that I figured would be cool. I saw the description and was like, oh, that's pretty tight. Figured I'd give it a try. God, this is loud. Alrighty, there we go. Now I can hear myself think. But yeah, so boss fight isn't too hard. If you have 4 people, it's a cakewalk. It works every time. But as you can see, you know, just kind of jump around. This guy's pretty much melee only. The only difficult part is this thing right here, and if you just jump, you can dodge it without getting hurt. So a couple things you want to watch for. Oh, damn. Yeah, it's a little bit weird in how you take damage. Like, it's not like in Borderlands 2, where if you are on fire, you'd start taking damage immediately. And if you had any healing effects, you know, they would counteract that. This, I've noticed, even if I have the shield up, I won't heal at all. Damn. I always try to keep one of those guys alive, because when it's just you and the Sentinel like this, this seems like whenever I try to do this solo, the only time that he downs me is after I kill all these other little guys. So they're pretty easy to avoid. They just move around a lot. They're melee only. It gets a little bit annoying when they start flying with the invincible one, but it's not too hard to you know, dodge them. Yeah, so he has 3 waves of having shields. It's not too bad. He goes through each element. So you just kind of have to jump around a lot. You don't really need the shield. You can do it without it. But I just like having it because I can just not have to be so mobile. I can just stay and get close to him and do this. Because if you don't know, the 2 weapons I'm using, the Thorny Old Rosie or whatever, and Miss Moxie's Vibra Pulse, is the longer you have continuous fire on the target, the more damage they take. So if you can keep that beam on them, they'll definitely take a lot more damage as it goes on. And as you can see also, I have the Maelstrom stacks, which obviously benefits if you can keep on target. So I haven't been able to kill him in one go of the shield, just because he always jumps around. But you can get pretty close to taking him down with it. Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's real easy to kill. As you can see, the Thorny Old Rosie has a 518% continuous damage bonus. So if you can keep that beam on target and not get downed or anything, by the time you're at the end of this clip, you're doing a lot of damage. Like the Empyrean Sentinel, you can take him down after his mask in one clip. So it's pretty good. But the general strategy is just jump a lot. Honestly, the hardest part that I've had is just taking damage from this ground effect. I haven't been able to find a way to avoid it when it's like this. You just have to tank through it. And the shitty thing is the elemental shields don't give you a damage buff against it, as you can see at the end. I have a boost against elemental damage, so I can kind of tank it a little bit. But it doesn't seem to affect when you're taking the damage off the ground. And this is the hardest part right here, is just dodging all of his attacks. It's just really annoying. I'll probably go down here. Yeah. This, especially like if you have high health, you can kind of tank through this. But if you're at low health, it's real hard. So for this second phase, the electric phase, I don't even bother pulling out the Moxie weapon. I just stick with the Thornhill Rosie. And don't do what I did there. That was just a waste of a shield getting down right away. Generally, it's better to wait till after he's done the ground pounding effect. Yeah, and I don't know what downs like you there. These guys are weird and like clip you in the back. And I don't know how their damage is calculated because I have been. Yeah, it's just they're real annoying. Especially this singularity, because sometimes it's weird, like it'll suck you in sometimes, and sometimes it'll just kind of like not even affect you. I'm not sure if that's just coding error or it's a distance thing or how that works. But sometimes it'll just ruin your day. Yeah, I'm about to go down here and die pretty much instantly. And the health regeneration does nothing against this electrical damage. He just has a ridiculously high DPS on those elemental things. That's real shitty. But yeah, the flying guys, I'm not sure when the enemies make that decision to go from ground to flying, but their little beam attack, like if they're on the ground and hit you with it, like in foot mode, it does almost no damage to you, but if they're in the air for some reason, it does like 1,000 times the damage. Like these little putties here that they send flying around, they do the most damage out of anything to you. Yeah, so you gotta be careful if you're trying this, because he will attack you when you're still in that phase-in state. And you can be killed like that, so the best thing is just to start moving right away, because it really sucks dying and then spawning in and dying and spawning in. Actually, you know, kind of shitty. But yeah, I haven't been able to find an artifact or anything that gives you health regen, or any legendary artifacts aside from the quest items, which is what I'm trying to find, just because I'm tired of using the regular gear. But farming in this game is really weird. Like, I've killed Iwajira probably 20 or 30 times, and I've only gotten one really useful legendary from him that's not a launcher. So, you know, it's a little bit weird. Yeah, just stick at this distance. It's not too bad. So Athena can be played a couple ways in situations like this. When I play, I'll generally do the damage absorbing. There's a skill for Athena called Glory, and what that means is when you have the shield active, enemies are really, you know, they just attack you a lot more, and they'll focus on you. So it's really useful for fighting this guy, so to say, if you have teammates, because you can take out the little guys, and then get this guy just to stare at you, and he won't attack any of your other teammates, so they can just run around, you know, do whatever they want to him, and he'll just, you know, attack you. And if your shield, your shield's up, obviously, because the skill's active, and you can just tank through everything that he shoots at you, as long as you stay a little bit mobile. So the grenades are also pretty disappointing in this game. They don't do a whole lot of damage compared to the weapons, so there's not really a whole lot of point in having them. Since there's no slag, they don't really do a whole lot. You know, having a good Oz kit is a lot more important, which is kind of hard to find. So, yeah. But it's really weird because, like, I'm not sure if it's on purpose, but when they're in the shock elemental stage, they get a real big boost to buff against electrical damage. So it becomes real hard to take their shields out, which is why you'll see me stick just to the. Yeah. From what I've experience-wise, if you can do this part without going down, you're pretty good with the second part. You know, because you'll have enough downs left that, you know, all the little bullshit things can get you. You'll be able to counteract. But as you can see, beating this guy is really, really easy. He has no real damaging attacks. You just have to be a little bit mobile. The biggest downside of this is just finding ammo. Because you do eat it like no one's business. Yeah, and here comes the BS area of effect little entranced shocks. You can get around them if you can time it perfectly, where you jump right as it happens. So this little singularity thing, sometimes it pulls you in, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of buggy. You know, I'm not sure how it determines when to pull someone in or not, because I'll notice, you know, if I'm standing here next to like a teammate, it'll pull me in but not them. Sometimes it'll pull them in but not me. So these guys are really annoying to fly around. They do a shit ton of damage, but are really easy to kill, so it's not that bad. Comes that area of effect bullshit, but yeah. If you pull that shield out, yep, yeah, like that. I mean, it's really weird because it, you know, shows me as having no status effect on me, and yet I still just fall down and die. So I'm not sure if that's a bug or on purpose or why that's happening. But it's really annoying. It's like here, you know, you can see, yeah, I obviously have an electrical status effect on me. But if you don't have anything on you, like it's just not showing anything on screen, it's really annoying because you won't know what you have and you'll just fall down and die. So this game feels a little bit rushed. Honestly, you know, it's a fun game, but not super impressive. So yeah, if you can get those guys on the ground, it's pretty easy because they can only melee you. So they'll be trying to, you know, come up and punch you, and yeah, how do you do that way? Oh, I'm glad that I bounced on that. Ow, yeah, that. What the fuck? All right, mid-air AOE. All right. Yeah, this boss battle is just a whole bunch of BS that you got to get through. There's a lot of little things that. It's really just luck, you know, just a bunch of crap that you have to deal with. And what sucks is, even if you, like, look at that. I mean, it takes out over almost 6,000 of my health. Which, you know, I'm not really sure how you get around that. And I'm not sure if you can. I'm about to get my last down here. Yep. He's gonna take me with him. I should not have killed him. Yep, there I go. Yeah, just a whole bunch of just shittiness, really. Yeah, like this guy, like his caustic thing, it'll kill you instantly. Full shields, full health, you know. Over 20,000 HP combined. Doesn't matter. He'll take you down. Yeah, and the other thing, you know, I just have this shield on just from farming Iwajira and just running around. But it will not give you elemental resistance against him, no matter what he pulls out on you. Which is kind of, you know, crappy. Because you really want to, you know, be able to, you know, use the shield to its abilities, because it's almost a 50% elemental damage buff, which is real useful. So we'll see. Can I get him without being downed? If I can get the shield back, I think I can. Oh, not if I get in this shit. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, as you can see, you can, you know, one time mess up real bad, do this, you know, same thing. But it's not too hard. Not anything like Terramorphous or any of the Invincibles in Borderlands 2. You know, nothing nearly that bad. It's very, very, very doable. Again, I don't have the best spec for this. I haven't spec'd into, you know, any particular thing. I've been playing around with it, you know, trying to see how fast I can kill Iwajira. I think I can kill him, you know, like 15 seconds or so using the Thorny. But as you can see, no legendaries. Kind of disappointing, you know. You figure you kill an invincible boss, you know, 15 times or so, you're gonna get something good, but nothing. You know, which kind of sucks. But you do get a lot of moonstones, which you need for those grinds, because grinding for legendaries is real expensive. Typically, you know, it'll be your 2 legendaries you're sacrificing, your purple gun, and then like 150 moonstones, typically around there. Excuse me. Typically like 150 moonstones or so. So it's quite costly, but killing this guy and killing Iwajira is real easy. You know, it's almost no time at all. You can defeat him around like level 35 if you have a little bit of, you know, wherewithal to your surroundings when fighting him. Especially, there's an Oz kit, just like a blue common Oz kit. One of the variants is you do increase critical damage the lower on O2 you are. So the strategy there, we'll see if I have it. No, but you do increase critical damage, like the less amount of O2 you have. So you go down to empty, you'll start losing health, but throw on your shield. It'll give you that health regen so you won't die, and you do a massive amount of critical damage, especially if you have an Oz kit that increases damage while in the air as well, like critical damage. There's some that give you like a 30% crit boost if you're in the air. So you just pretty much throw up your shield, run at him, and jump in the air, and you can kill him in 1 or 2 waves of that, which is pretty easy. So, you know, bosses in this game are nothing to be afraid of. Very doable solo. You don't need a team. But, you know, on the whole, pretty cool. So, you can see the only 2 guns I used were the Thorny and Miss Moxie's. And really, you don't even need Moxie's. The 520% continuous damage bonus will be enough to take down the shields as well. I just use Miss Moxie's for ammo control, you know, conserve it a little bit. If you want to, you can pull out something that has like a real high amount of damage, like the Maggie or the Marketer. You know, that'll be able to take down the shields on that second wave of the Empyrean when he has the electrical status effect and can't be touched at all by electrical weapons, pretty much. So as you can see, just a blue shield, blue mod, purple Oz kit that really isn't useful at all. The slam damage doesn't do anything because both enemies resist corrosion, and you know, it doesn't affect that much, just helps the shields a little bit. But yeah, these are really the only 2 guns you need. Like Iwajira can be killed, kill him in like 10-15 seconds using the Thorny. Skill wise, as you can see, mess, nothing really spec'd into all the way. A little bit of everything. This is nice, being able to pull enemies in towards you. But yeah, I'll bring a video going a little bit more into detail with it. Real quick, if you're watching this, the Excalibastard, you have to have a high enough badass rank to get it. That's what the flavor text is. As long as you're higher than about 2,500, you'll be fine. But you can only get it once per character, so wait till you beat the game on the True Vault Hunter mode, then get it, because it'll be level 50. And it's pretty good. Has a real high accuracy. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll put up a couple videos, the Iwajira real quick, and the little trick for getting Miss Moxie weapons over and over again. Which is kind of cool. In case you just want to grind or anything, or give them out to your friends, because the Vibro Pulse is really neat. And it's probably the best electrical weapon I found in the game, including the legendaries. Just because, at least for Athena, because if you look at it, you can see I get Maelstrom, Storm Weaving, and a whole bunch of stuff for doing electrical damage. I get a lot of boosts, so you can typically get your stacks up to like 200 or 300 fighting bosses, especially if you have an increased clip size. So you're moving, 20-30% faster. You're taking 20% less damage, dealing 50% more damage. It's pretty ridiculous. So you can real tank through stuff, and that's kind of the role. It's just to be the tank. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.